on this ground floor level, they're called the stall seating, and what we do to facilitate the tennis is we leave about 5 rows of seating in there, we take away the rest of the lower seats and then build a floor up for the tennis court. We have had boxing, wrestling, basketball, table tennis. We had the first sumo wrestling that was allowed outside of Japan in 1500 years, and it took place here at the Royal Albert Hall. Here with the Rolling Stones. It only happened twice in their careers, and the first occasion was here at the Royal Albert Hall. Must have been a good night to say you came to see the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, yeah? It was an assassination attempt on the King, so they moved the entrance to this side in 1914. As I said to you, Victoria wanted everyone to remember Albert. All around the staircases of this building, you'll see the little letters A. You are not going to forget Albert. There are 13,500 A's on the staircase of this building. I don't know who counted them.
This is where the royal family interest.
The chairs that you're back to the 1860s. He was advertising seats for sale in this building for £100 each. But £100 was a lot of money in 1860. It was twice the annual salary of a labourer. But if you were lucky enough to have £100 and you bought a seat here, you own your seat for 999 years. Not a bad deal. It's in that box that just got captured in the photograph there. But the concert was up and running and it was all very lively, everyone enjoying it. And then the African dancers came on the stage, and Mr. Mandela, it got more lively of course with the dancing going on the stage. Mr. Mandela jumped up and started dancing. Of course the Queen was Mr. Mandela's host, she stood up. She wasn't dancing as enthusiastically as he was, she's more reserved. Of course if they're standing up, 5,000 people in there stand up. Technicians are, and those seats running up to the stage. We call that the arena. For last night's concert, those seats weren't there. It was a standing arena, and we can have up to 600 people standing in that space. Pipes of the organ. The screen is covering the organ. But the organ was built for this building, and when we opened in 1871, it was the largest organ in the world. It's got one pipe short of 10,000 pipes. And if you laid the pipes end to end, they would go on for 9 miles. It's called the Voice of Jupiter, and it weighs 150 tons, and it's considered one of the great musical instruments of the world. It's still played very regularly when it's needed in symphonies and that. It was played a lot during the BBC Promenade concerts that only finished 2 weeks ago. Ballet, this is going back a few years, but that's with their patron at the time, the late Diana, Princess of Wales. And that photograph was taken here just 3 months before she died.